It's March.
It is March.
11th?
I was going to say the date, but I don't know.
It's March 11th.
March 11th. Oh, yeah, we just had daylight savings.
Yay.
Usually that kicks my booty, but I don't know. Today it didn't yet.
I don't know either, because you were up really late last night.
I had the opportunity. Oh, my hair is gagged. I had the opportunity to watch my little nephew, Heidi's son, and we had a lot of fun. He's funny. He's like adorbs max.
Adorbs Max.
Really? Yeah.
Adorbs Max.
I call him Doot Doot, and he was a Doot Doot last night. And so he kept me up till 11.
Yeah. We didn't pick him up till after midnight.
Which is rare, because usually when you drop him off, I'm fighting him to stay awake, because you don't want him to go to bed that early. Because he'll just come and crawl up on me and cuddle, and he's like, night-night. And I'm like, no, we have to play. It's not.
No.
Oh, okay.
That kid goes to bed at like 10:30 every night. I know. And then he wakes up at 6. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm happy I'm over those days, and it was just last night. And then I woke up bright and early, because my husband got called out at like 8, so it was 7. And then I mowed the yard, so I'm doing good. I'm like impressed with my day.
I went to wake my husband up this morning. I said, okay, it's 10 o'clock. He's like, no, it's not. It's 9 o'clock. And I was like, well,
No.
technically it's 10. Get up.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
No, we did great. We did great.
Yep.
Here. Especially for last night. But y'all stayed out later. Because after you picked him up, I was like in bed within 10 minutes.
Oh, it didn't take long for us to go to bed either.
Oh,
as soon as we got home, we were like all in bed.
Fun times.
It was fun.
So it's March 11th. We
It
covered
is.
that.
I'm over halfway through my pregnancy. I'm in the middle of week 21.
Yay.
I have my anatomy scan next week, so
Have you told them?
I don't know. Told them what?
The genders?
I'm waiting for my anatomy scan.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I know the
We
gender.
know the gender, but she wants to be sure.
Sure. Yes, extra sure.
So
So
we'll just put that
next
for now.
month, you'll know. You'll know
Next month.
What else is happening? It's spring break for me. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
I'm so ready for spring break. I'm gonna stitch a lot. I didn't stitch at all yesterday, but I'm gonna stitch a lot for the rest of the week. Yesterday I slept as much as possible, and then we went out. So, all right.
You're gonna have time to stitch shoes, so she's gonna watch my son for spring break.
I am.
For 3 of the days.
Yep. And then we have a party to go to on Friday.
Party, woo woo. Easter. It's not a party like that.
It is.
It's not a woo woo party.
It's an Easter kids party. They'll have fun running around a yard.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Okay.
So
Let's talk about stitching.
stitch time.
Yeah. February was fun. My rotation's out the door. I went ahead and I decided to go with the Stitch Mania Stitch Olympics or Stitch, I don't even know. Yeah, Stitch Mania Stitch Olympics.
Stitch Olympics.
Challenge. And so from February 9th to February 25th, I was working on that. Really don't remember what I was doing before that or after that. Sorry.
You're pregnant.
I'm pregnant. I'll use that card for the rest, all the way through July. And then I'll be like, I'm sleep deprived. I have no idea. So, to the stocking. My baby's stocking is coming along, sort of. I didn't work on this as much this month. Oh, I'm sorry, Lindsay. I'm gonna hit you.
I'm the youngest. I'm used to it.
So I got a little bit of the hand.
Down a little. Down. There you go.
There? Okay.
Yeah.
I got more white on white done on the hand. I worked on that for a day.
Where's that paper?
That was February 9th. So that was February 9th. I think it was the newest start. And that was my newest start. Or a new start or newest start for the beginning. I didn't do a new start. I'm sticking with my year of whips and sticking with Stitch from Stash.
But you just said newest. Oh, newest start.
Newest.
I did that one. I got off to a great beginning of February. And then my son got sick. We ended up, So he got sick. He had strep throat, but he was miserable. We were fighting fevers, and
it was stressful because the flu was going
we were really
bad.
The first night, his fever spiked fast and bad, and I gave him medicine, and it was still spiking, and so we ended up at the doctor's late at night, and but he was, even after like they diagnosed him with strep, he wasn't eating, and we were still fighting fever for a good week-ish, maybe not the whole week, a few days.
He was feeling better a couple days later.
Yeah, but then I got sick. So he got sick, and then I got sick in February, and then it was my birthday, right when I was getting better from being sick, and so my husband and son's gift to me was an Xbox, which kind of went on the front burner, and stitching went on the back burner, because I was...
You're having fun with your family. Like, that's the important part. So
for that day that they're talking about, I did participate in, and it was, it was this one.
New start.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, so this was I did a new start for that day. So I started this on that day, which was a Friday?
February 9th. Whatever day that was.
I feel like it was a Friday or
I don't know.
Saturday. I know my husband was at work, like, most of that weekend, and so this was before Valentine's Day. Yeah, the 9th. Mm-hmm. No, it had to have been...
February 9th was the new start.
Okay.
I have it right here.
Okay.
I'm looking at the notes.
So I started this. If you're on the Instagram, you saw the progress as it went day by day. It actually stitched up really fast.
You did it that weekend.
That weekend, while my husband was out at work, because I was keeping it a surprise. This was his Valentine's Day. So it was a start. It was finished, and it was FFO'd this month.
Yay!
There's one funny thing about this. And I worked so hard to get it in here. I knew the frame was too small, but it's all I had. And I was on a time limit because it was Valentine's Day. And I worked so hard trying to get this like evened up, because you literally don't have the line is on the line of stitching on both sides. So yeah. And then I was trying to get the top and bottom, and I was measuring it, and I probably spent more time trying to get it in this frame than I did stitching it. And then my husband was on his way home, and I was like, okay, I finally got it. It's good. It's great. He's on his way home. I went and hid it until the next morning, which was Valentine's Day, so I pulled it out to give it to him, and the first thing he noticed was he went to set it on his at his side, what is it, bedside table, whatever, and it's upside down. So I gotta fix that, but I'm human, and
cool.
It happens. So he's been laying on his bedside, and I should fix that. I should fix that.
Okay. The next day was, I think, something on winter. I have my pieces, but I don't remember exactly what the challenge was. So something winter I finished as well. I didn't finish it then. I actually finished this in March. So this didn't count as one of my finishes for February. I think I finished this March 2nd or 3rd. And so this is a snowman by Ursula Michaels. I worked on February 10th. I worked on it. I got a lot done on February 10th. I finished all the red, and that's actually a metallic red. I finished all the red, and then another day I got the arm in. So there was a couple of days that I worked on my snowman, and I was like, you know what, this is totally going to be my next focus finish, because it was just stitching up really fast. And I was like, yep, I can finish this one. And I was actually hoping I'd finish it in February. What?
You guys can't see it, but this is a really pretty light blue with like white and blue. Is that called modeling?
I guess.
It
looks like the sky.
It's so pretty. And then the red is glittery.
Yeah, it's a metallic.
So it's way super cute with the metallic and the light blue. That's all. Because I just noticed you can't really see this. It's not giving
white. This is white.
Oh,
and this
okay.
is a blue. So
okay.
Yeah.
It's really pretty, prettier than it looks on the camera.
So this was my March finish. I'll get credit for that then. And then the next day was postcards. I don't remember. Like, I know that one day was international. One day was something Korean. I don't remember what the third one was because I have 3 days that I use postcards for. Basically with the whole international going on. I didn't get a whole lot done, but I got some. I finished Sydney, and I'm working on the next frame. I only have one more row after this. I might just stick with the frames for a while, the white on white, and just get those frames done because it'll be more motivating to go back and just fill in the frames versus sitting. Yeah, frames are not my friend. Those frames are not my friends. And do you want to jump in? You got it?
I did a couple of the days. I don't remember which days they're on with my Sal, the linen and threads Sal. This is where I'm at. I had started this third page over here, but I screwed it up, so I had to rip it out. Kind of got mad at it and went and played video games for a week. But my reasoning on some of those, the international, is that everybody from around the world is cross-stitching this, and that there's a Facebook group, and there was a lot of people from a lot of places in different countries and continents and everything stitching this together. So I used it, and I'm pretty sure somebody in Korea is stitching it. I know I tried to figure out if there was somebody. The closest I got is there are people from Korea in the group. I couldn't find any pictures they had posted, but so that's what I did, and this is where I'm at. I'm missing February. March is out. Haven't started that. Still on January.
That's okay.
I think I got burned out on it a little bit because I was getting frustrated because I was stitching only this like a lot, and I wanted to do other stuff. And then I just wanted to play video games because, you know, I had to level up. I leveled up a lot. A lot of leveling up. My husband even bought me a pen that says I leveled up today. It's super cute. I might turn it into a needle minder.
I leveled up. That's great. I love it.
So this is my linen, and you guys seen it. This is where I'm at. Still loving it. Just can't get motivated to stitch on it.
Another piece that I finished. I started and finished. Well, you guys saw me start, actually. So you guys just saw a little bit of the sweater.
Cute.
This is my husband's favorite one. Like, I showed him this, and he was like, that is freaking adorable. You need to make another one. And I was just like, yeah, no. I'm like, you can make another one. So I finished the kangaroo for the Advent Animals, Brooks Books Advent Animals. I worked on this one on the 12th, whatever that one was. I think it was the animals. Something for an animal. And then I worked on it for the 21st. It was 9 and 7 or 7 and 9. I don't know. I worked on that number 9 Advent. Okay. And what else did I do? I think I worked on it on the 16th as well. So at least for those days. And then I finished it off. I didn't finish it during the Olympics, but I finished it off right before February was over. Or close to. I was like, this is my next finish, and then I worked on the snowman after that to finish that. Yeah. So this was a February finish.
Check out this drink. Oh my goodness, with the
makes you want to have one, huh?
I don't know. Focus.
I like the umbrella and the drink.
Oh, I think that's my favorite part of it. Look at that.
The
drink.
sunglasses. I love the sunglasses.
Those are like so rad. And then this is apparently that's supposed to be suntan lotion, but I really see it as like a beer. Can't help it. But
I thought it was a beer too until I read the directions for backstitching and it said suntan bottle.
So
like,
awesome.
Oh. Yeah.
So, sorry, you gotta see my hand so I can focus. Like hand in their face.
So that's one of my finishes for February. And then the next days, yeah, I have another finish. I'm just excited. I'm keeping up on these finishes, guys. Like,
finishing queen, man.
Stitch from stash. It's gonna slow down a lot, but that is my tooth fairy. This was my focus when I got done talking to you guys. 30 minutes a day, and we're working through the rotation. And then my rotation went out the door, and I still was doing 30 minutes a day for most of Stitch Olympics, and then I got to a point where I was like, I'm totally going to finish this by the end of the month. I'm not worried about doing 30 minutes a day anymore. I'm going to just stitch on it whenever. So I stitched on this specifically the Stitch Mania days. The 13th, 30 minutes. The 14th, it has beads in there, so I actually did work on the beads that day. I worked on the outline. The 16th, don't remember why. The 19th, 15 minutes on the Tooth Fairy. And yeah, so I worked on them those days, and then I'm pretty sure I had it finished off. I did have it finished off sometime after the 19th. I don't remember the day I finished it. I could probably look it up, but that's okay. Too many details. Because I know I finished. The 25th was your closest finish, and I scratched it out and worked on Snowman then. So I had it done by the 25th for sure. So, yay, another finish. Check done.
Check done.
That's what I'm so excited that my whip count is coming down. I'm at 25 now. I'm at 25 whips. I started with 30 at the beginning of the year.
Hey.
So,
did you show that one?
Not yet.
Well, let's go.
Okay. So the 15th I didn't stitch that day, so I didn't work on the Halloween piece. And then the 16th was Tooth Fairy. 17th I worked on turquoise. Precious turquoise. Oh, what's something in the back of that?
Was that our stitch? Was that the what are those stitches called?
Jessica stitches.
Was that day?
Yeah.
Or was that the 24th?
What?
When we did the meetup?
I worked on this on the meetup as well. Yeah. Oh, that was I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I worked on this on the 17th and the 24th.
Okay.
We had our monthly meetup with other San Antonio stitchers, and I've just been I worked through those Jessica stitches. I'm almost halfway through them. They take a long time for me anyways. I was like, yeah, I should have these done in a day. No, not at all. So those Jessica stitches are taking a while. This is my first time. That was one of the days was doing something new, and Jessica stitches are new for me. So yeah, that's what I worked on those days. That's one of Lindsay's favorites of mine. So
yeah, that one's gonna have to get written into the will for me.
oh, okay.
I already told my husband everything stitching, just give it to Heidi. Period.
Yeah, vice versa too. I'm looking at my list. That's all I have with me. I did work on my Halloween SAL. I didn't bring it with me. I forgot. It's at home. So other than that, that's what I worked on for February. And then I had a new start at the end of February as well. Were you on new starts?
Yeah,
do your new start.
Okay, I had a new start, which she said Halloween, and I was like, yeah, I did that. Go for it. This one is Clouds Factory Haunted House. And that's the picture. And I had a new start. I'm stitching this. Heidi's been...
I think this is my favorite. My favorite of hers.
Here's the thing. I stitched this up, or not stitched. What is it called? Kitted. I kitted it up.
A while ago.
For Mania.
I'm like, come on, start it already.
For last Mania.
I know.
Right? Is that right?
I
could be wrong on that.
You've had it for a while.
I've had it kitted up for a while.
Start it.
But like with being in, Stitch from Stash groups, I mean, I had it kitted up, that's fine, but it wasn't started, and,
Year of Whips.
And the Year of Whips, and, what's the one with the money?
Stitch from Stash.
Oh, that's Stitch from Stash. Okay, great. I was saving it for Mania, because I don't want to buy a whole bunch of stuff for Mania. Like, it's not in my Stitch for Stash budget, etc., etc. And I was like, yeah, it'll be a new start for Mania, so I've been saving it. But since I kind of, like, fell off the wagon for February with the playing the video games and the being sick, and I decided, you know what, because I just couldn't see myself picking this up. Every time I went to go pick it up, I was like, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. Or something more important, it seemed. I gotta go do the dishes, and I don't want to stitch that right now. Or I want to stitch it, but... So I sat down, and Heidi said, you need to... Well, she kept saying you need to do a quick finish. Well, yes. I did my love, which was a start, and a finish. And then I was like, okay, it's done. I'm done. So, but anyways, I sat down. I was going through my stash. I found this. I said, I'm starting it. I don't care about Mania. I mean, I do care about Mania. I probably won't have enough starts this year for Mania, which is fine because, so I started it. This is on Chloris. It's a 32 count Lugana from Under the Sea Fabrics. That's all. This is like, I don't know, not very much time. I didn't really do a lot of time.
It was one evening, right?
Yeah. So, but I got it started, and it did spark the spark because I want to stitch it. Actually, when Heidi got here, I was like, I don't want a video. Let's just stitch together.
I said, no, I need to get home.
No, I need to go home so that I can stitch. So this is the start. This fabric's so pretty. And when I got this fabric, I remember I instantly knew that I wanted to do something Halloween on it. I remember my dad was like, those aren't Halloween colors. I was like, no, you don't see it. It has to be like a fun Halloween colored. And I think perfect. When I found this, I felt like it was perfect. You get a lot of colors. It's really pretty. I did a floss toss a while ago. Everybody loved it. And then I didn't start it. Now it started. So that was my new start. Shout out Under the Sea Fabrics. She hooks me up on anything I need. Speaking of, I have pre-ordered. I have pre-ordered Gypsy Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Gypsy Queen?
Yes.
Okay, sometimes I say Pixie Queen. I don't know. Sometimes it's just like, yeah, Pixie. I start talking about Pixie Queen, and they're like, what's Pixie Queen? I have to like stop and think about it. Gypsy Queen. So I'm really excited. It'll be my first Mirabilia. I really don't want to do a Mirabilia. Like, I haven't fallen in love with any Mirabilias. But we're going to a Mirabilia retreat.
We will be there. We'll be there. If you're going,
be there.
We'll see you.
Mirabilia Minions retreat.
Here
in San Antonio.
It's here. Yeah.
Which was really exciting because for me, it's a little bit more cost effective. So I don't have to get a hotel. I can just get an Uber. Yeah.
Every time you just get me.
She's preggo.
I can't do it. Yeah.
So that's exciting. So I kept asking, I was like, do I have to do a Mirabilia at the retreat? And everybody said, no, we accept everybody. And I was like, okay, I'm accepted. And I was like, but I really want to like give it my all and participate. So I have been searching forever and ever, and then I'll like one, and then I won't like it. I like some of the Christmas trees, but then they grow into not liking them. I don't know how that works. I see it, and I'm like, oh, this is really cute. I can stitch it, and then in a week, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. So this one I kept eyeballing forever. I'm gonna do that one. I've pre-ordered. I don't know if it's called pre-order. I texted, Facebook messaged Leslie with Under the Sea Fabrics, and I was like, here's the one I want for the Mirabilia. She walked me through it because I had no clue what I was doing. She was like, okay, well, you need the bead pack. And I was like, okay. And she goes, and the thread pack. And I was like, thread pack?
Yeah, because
so I was like, okay. And then I'm like, well, what fabric do I need? So she walked me through like size and gave me a lot of advice, which was super awesome. Thank you. And it's ordered. And the money's in the envelope. I told her to bill me for it. I haven't got a bill. We'll work it out. And yeah, so that's exciting. I think my fabric is going to be the fabric of the month. It's a pink. It's a really light pink color.
The one that's coming out recently, or is
this
month. Yeah.
So it's a really, really, really light pink, which is kind of almost whitish, and then I think that one is gonna look really good because I think it's gonna look really good. We'll have to do a floss toss and see with the specialty floss pack. So that's coming for stash, and then I bought this. I saw this on, I wish I wrote it down. Somebody's Flosstube. I was binge watching Flosstube at work, and I saw it, and I was, oh my god, I love that. And I literally walked outside and called Stitches from the Heart. And I was like, do you guys have it? How much is it? I want it. They're like, no, we don't have it. We can order it for you. Yeah, do that. I'll be there on the 24th. So I got it. From there, I think it's super cute. I have actually been looking for months, a long time. And I have not loved any of the months.
Yeah.
Where I can just change it every month. I got this. These are pretty petite, I think. They're smaller. And I think it's super cute, and I want them on at my desk at work, that I can change monthly.
That's easily Stitch Mania right there.
Oh, she's so smart. I didn't even think of that.
That is
That's
Stitch
12.
Mania. That's 12 right there.
Bam.
Done. Check done.
Oh man. Okay, what do you got? New start.
So I forgot this one. It was have a building in it, and so this is my Heaven and Earth Night Cafe. It is also my focus finish for the month of March. So hopefully when I see you guys for the page, yes, absolutely. I skipped page 1. Well, I didn't skip it. I worked over and then did page 2 for one of the Heaven and Earth design page finish challenges.
What? Try it again.
Do what?
Wait, what is it?
One of the Heaven and Earth page challenges.
Page challenge. Oh, they're doing another.
No, that's why
Okay.
number 2 is done and one isn't.
Okay.
Because I had started 1, but you had to start with a fresh page, and so I worked over to 2, and now I'm coming back to 1 to finish 1 up. This is one of my year of whips as well, and so hopefully when I see you guys next, this will be finished.
What fabric is this? It's really nice.
It is. No, it's the really cheap stuff that you get at
it looks nice.
Hobby Lobby. It's oatmeal.
I like it.
The Charles Craft oatmeal or whatever. So it's
like your
stuff.
kangaroo is the Monaco we get, and that's like one of our favorites to stitch on.
I know. Except
we haven't been able to find any in a while.
Okay, we're back. So I have.
This is exciting, guys. If you've made it this far in our video, congrats.
Yes.
Because you get to hear this.
You do. So this is my finish this past month.
Which you saw.
The Sweetheart Tree, my little tooth fairy pillow. And I would like to give it away to whomever would like to stitch it. So
pass the stash.
We're going to pass the stash. You will get the pattern, which I haven't touched it. I have some extra flosses.
She makes a working copy, so the pattern's good.
The pattern's good. I think there's almost enough of every color. It is DMC, so the DMC numbers are there in case it's not enough. You might need more of the Blanc or white. Yeah, Blanc. It's Blanca. So you might need more of that one. But I think everything else is good as far as color-wise. You'll need your own beads. I will include the leftover beads, but the buttons on each of the corners they only came with 1, and then I'll just include the leftover beads so you can match them however you'd like if you want to. All right, so the rules are I will ship wherever. So wherever you are, I'll ship it to you.
Worldwide,
and you need to be at least 18 years old. And so to comment on our video, say I would like to stitch to the Tooth Fairy. Don't say giveaway. We're gonna delete your comment. But I would like to stitch to the Tooth Fairy, and then next month we'll do random org, send it out, and be good with that. Okay. And that was all we had left. I was like, stop talking about.
I feel like they're looking at my nose.
Okay.
We'll cut that out.
We will.
Okay. So, happy stitching.
Bye, guys. Have a great March. For the rest of March. We'll see you in April.
Bye.
Bye.